Do you ever find yourself stuck in the comparison trap? Dun, dun, dun. If you've been there, give me the word compare in the comments down below. I am so jazzed to be talking about this today with you as an awesome way to kick off the new year. This is seriously something that I know affects all of us, all ages, from, kiddos. I see it happen with my kids, my 6-year-old especially, and I also see it happen with business owners who are crazy successful. And when I was working in musical theater, I was a professional musical theater performer for many, many years. And this is something that I would see happen time and time again with myself, honestly, with other performers. And when I was working as a coach, it's something that would happen with the people that I was coaching also. So it was like people who had crazy Broadway credits would start comparing themselves to other people. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I've taken everything that I've learned as a performer, as a coach, as a human, and I've compiled this awesome list for you today of 8 ways that you can move through the comparison trap so that you can go from being stuck in that competitive feeling, which actually pulls you away from really achieving your goals. So good. So I want to say hi. Hello. Hi, Tessa. Yay. Yeah, Mimi, musical theater. What? Oh, we have some songs coming up today too. Jennifer, good to see you. So good. Oh man. Jennifer has such an awesome business where she helps you to have more time, money, and happiness. And she has lots of chickens. So if you want to connect with Jennifer, I would say comment below with the word chickens because she has so many awesome tips. So great. Yay. I love it. I love it. And remember, or just to let you know right away, if you comment below with the word confident, I'm actually going to share with you something that I haven't shared in a long time. It is a list of 5 ways that you can boost your confidence literally right now, today. I put this together actually several years ago, and it's so valuable. So I'm really stoked about being able to give it to you today. Hooray! All right, Lynn, good to see you. Sophie, yeah! Okay, so we're going to go through these 8 ways. When you comment below with the word confident, here's what happens. Our little messenger bot, the BeLive bot, will send you a message via Facebook Messenger. When you get that message via Facebook Messenger, it will ask you to reply right there in Messenger with the word confident, and then we'll send you over the downloads. It's a PDF, no email opt-in or anything. We'll send you over that download so that you can get it right away. All right, and I would love it if you would take a moment to do me a favor and literally to do a favor to the rest of the world, because this comparison thing, oy vey, I just thought of something maybe inappropriate because we shouldn't talk about politics, but when we are comparing ourselves to other people, whoever they are, and we call people, sometimes it causes us to be, I'm going to say, not very nice, because our inner doubt, our lack of confidence creeps up, and we end up saying things to people who are maybe not quite as nice as or kind as we usually would, because it's our self-doubt and our fear creeping up, and we feel like we need to prove ourselves. Right? So if you do this thing, this amazing favor of mine, which is to share this video, if you would share this video, I really think these are lessons that I'm going to be taking to heart. I hope that you're able to take them to heart and put them into practice right away, and that we can literally help everyone in the world to be able to elevate their awesome and make the world literally, it seems cheesy and silly, but it really makes the world a better place. And while you're sharing this, I'm going to fix my light. What? I'm going to make it a little bit brighter. Oh, what do we think? I don't know. We got some crazy lighting going on with the sun today. All right. So, yes, comparison is a confidence killer. And that's the thing that's saddest about it to me. Sometimes I have clients who will come to me and we have an awesome plan going and they're actually getting really great results. And being clear about what their goal is and following a path towards their goal, their own individual personal goal. And then they compare themselves to others and they worry about the judgment of others. And it sucks you out of whatever focus and drive you actually had, right? It's so yucky. Okay. So, yes, Crystal, hello, shout out. I like it. Laura, confident. Yeah. Okay. So if you have shared this, I would love you to comment below with the word share, and then I'll give you another shout out because I love it when we share these videos. So good. Okay, we are going to make one more little announcement. So those of you who are members of my private community. For those of you that I don't know, my name is Molly Mahoney. It's so awesome to be here with you. And I am a camera confidence coach, and really, I mean, when it comes down to it, a Facebook Live ninja. So I love to help you to be able to have more confidence on camera. I have a long history as a performer, as a host of different events, a host here at BeLive TV. And so I love to help you to refine your own performance style that you can bring through to the camera and really connect with the people who need you most. And one of the ways that I do that outside of being here at BeLive TV is that we have this amazing Facebook group called Elevate Your Awesome. So it's Facebook Live and Messenger bots for entrepreneurs. And I've been doing this contest lately. We announced a contest right before the turn of the century, the turn of the year, to come up with a hashtag, a name for like our community, our name for our tribe. Thank you for sharing. Yay, Catherine, good to see you. Marsha, thank you for sharing. Patty, yay. Good to see you, Patty. Tessa, good to see you too. Thank you. See you again because I gave you a hello earlier. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so we had come up with a name for our community. So it took actually way longer than I thought it was going to take. And the name that we came up with, because I talk about unlocking your inner awesome and elevating it using the magic of Facebook Live, especially BeLive TV, this awesome tool that we love here that allows us to have frames and cool things. Look at my new light switch cover. It's cute and hanging on the wall. It allows us to have snow on our videos, right? So we talk often about unlocking your inner awesome and elevate it. So we've gone through all these things and we came up with this term yesterday, but I wasn't totally committed to it. It was the elevators. So we decided last night that was going to be our hashtag for right now. And everyone could use the hashtag elevators when they join into our broadcasts, wherever we are, whether it's here at BeLive, whether it's over on my Facebook page, if I'm in a guest spot over on like my awesome friend Owen Video's page, or doing an interview maybe with Rachel Moore, Stephanie, different people that we love in this space. And today we came up with a better name. What? So are you ready for our new name? I don't know if you just saw it. If you just saw it, give us the hashtag down below. And if you are a member of this community, either my private Facebook community, or if you've been here a bunch on our shows here at BeLive, if you feel that you would consider yourself a member of this community, if you're in one of my courses, Camera Confidence, the Messenger Automation Academy, or GLAM, which is my private coaching group, this is the new name that we have decided. This is a group, a community who's committed to unlocking their inner awesome and celebrating it, elevating it using the magic of Facebook Live and Messenger bots. We're committed to joy as a fierce form of activism. We're committed to kindness, right? As the number one like way to be able to be more effective in life, in business, and all of that. We're committed to being brave, to doing it scared. We're committed to really celebrating our own authentic, unique, awesome. I love that so many of you are commenting with it already. And this is the term that we're going to use, right? The word mollify, if you don't know what it is, it means to like appease, to make better, to make awesome. And that's really what we're all about. So here's our term. Ready? The Mall Stars! Yeah! Woo! So give me a Mall Stars in the comments down below if you would consider yourself part of that amazing community that I love celebrating that so much. Yes! Woo! Yeah, and I had this shirt on just on its own. Who knew? Okay, thank you for letting me celebrate that and official, because I've been losing sleep over it for the past couple of days. Oh my gosh. Mall Stars! Yeah! Hi, Annie! Bridget! Yeah! Good. I love it. Oh my gosh, so good. Woo! We had all kinds of craziness, because if you don't know, the term Molly is actually a term for drug use. So we were going to try to use my name more effectively, and that did not work because we don't want to be considered with all of that. And then I looked up the term live stars because I thought that would be fun. And oh, that's mostly porn. So I am like super G-rated lady. So woo, we found something that works. Yes. All right. So now we are diving into the comparison trap. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. I have these 8 ways to take that icky feeling, like you know it, I know you've been there, where you're maybe even feeling really good about something, and then all of a sudden something catches your eye, whether it's through a a Facebook ad, whether it's just a post that you see, whether it's something you hear from a friend who messages you like, oh my gosh, I'm so stoked. I made this new goal in my company or team or whatever. We get stuck in this comparison trap. So what we're going to do today is we're going to acknowledge it and we're going to shift it. I'm going to go through these kind of quickly. And remember to comment below with the word confident if you would like to move into that place where you can really feel more confident, because comparison and comparing yourselves to others will literally suck you out of that place. So comment below with the word confident, share this video if you're ready to get your All-Star on. All right. And the real point of all of this is celebrating collaboration versus competition. So this is going to be one of the points that we get to at the end of this video, but I wanted to bring it up right away and challenge you when you notice yourself being in a place when you're comparing yourself with others and maybe there's like a competitive edge coming up, right? See if you can allow yourself to find some way to collaborate rather than compete. Because hold up. We're going to get real. There's enough negative craziness going on in this world. So the last thing that we need to do as business owners, as maybe we have some performers here, as influencers, the last thing that you need to do is to be competing against each other, right? So this is all about collaboration versus competition. Okay, let's dig in. Yeah. Ooh, Alex, I love this. Oh God, I have a course I'm developing, and then I found two others just like it, and they're free. But I have a group with 356 members. Yes, Alex, and Yoram, good to see you. Okay, and I love you. I love it so much, Alex, that you shared this. If you have an experience like this, one of my favorite things about this broadcast that we do here on Wednesdays at BeLive is to be able to be real about it, right? So I've experienced this on both sides. I've experienced this as someone who is allowing myself to judge myself against someone else's viewers or whatever, like, all the things that we do, we compare ourselves. And I've had someone like full on attack me because they thought that I was trying to, and I get really weird talking about it because it was super upsetting to me. It was about a year ago. They thought I was trying to like steal their ideas, that I had copied their ideas. And the things that I talk about and the things that I share were like so far removed from the actual courses that we both had. They both happened to be in the live streaming space. But and I was like, seriously, quesadilla of awesome? Like, who else is going to talk about that? What we were teaching about. And I had given this person so many shout outs, but I have to allow myself to realize like, that's their fear. That's their, their stuff going on also. And it took me several weeks to get over it and not be super upset about it. So, Sylvia, oh goodness gracious. We're going to go there for a second, Sylvia. She says, does this mean I have to drop out of the tribe? I don't want to be a mall star. Spontaneous reaction from my husband, mold star. What is that? Yet committed to spreading joy in the end. Happy for you that you're happy with the new name. Sylvia, you can call yourself whatever you want, my love. This is just something that we can all celebrate and use if you want to. There is no way we're going to be happy about the name on all sides because everybody's going to have a different opinion. So Sylvia, you are Sylvia. You can be a Sil star. That sounds weird too. And Sylvia, you're a member of Camera Confidence, so you're part of the Cam fam. I don't know if you like that name either, but whatevs. Yeah, my husband, whatever. I'm not going to tell you what he said, but yeah, you can call yourself whatever you want. Okay, so if you can share a story down below of a time that you have dealt with this comparison thing and allowed yourself to kind of get stuck in your head about it, right? And really pull yourself from the actual good that you can be making in the world. What a bummer, right? So we're going to go into this. And yes, Muriel says, if you're comparing yourself, there's something you can learn from them. Maybe start expressing some of the stuff that you love in them. And in that way, it becomes a gift. I love that. Ooh, yeah. I had someone duplicate my custom thumbnails for my live topics. So that's true too, that sometimes it's weird. This is like a crazy thing. Sometimes people are actually copying and maybe there's something that needs to be like spoken about if it's too close. But oftentimes I find in this space, it's like that that idea of once you decide that you want a Mini Cooper, then you see Mini Coopers everywhere, right? There's so many cool ideas floating around and little bits that we're going to see from each other. So let's dig into these tips because it's really going to help with all of that. So the number one is, as we've talked about before, really connect with your quesadilla of awesome. And so if you don't know what this is, the quesadilla of awesome is when you take all the magic that you offer in your business, all the value that you provide, whether it's a business selling products, services, if it's a nonprofit, like what are all the benefits, and you put them as far away from you as possible. And you make a list of 20 things that make you a uniquely amazing human being, right? What is it that makes you an awesome human being? And you have to actually viscerally connect to that, okay? And this is something I honestly have to come back to all the time. Yesterday, I had a moment when I was actually running my private coaching course called GLAM, Go Live and Monetize. And one of my amazing team members or private coaching clients, Elaine, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I heard that you're coming to New Jersey to speak in April. And I was like, and I realized somehow I hadn't got a confirmation and it didn't go on my calendar and I'm double booked. And I went into like this tailspin of I have failed the world because I've double booked myself. And I had to, with the help of one of my coaches, Felicia Circe, I had to go back and connect with my own quesadilla of awesome. Like, pull yourself out of whatever craziness we can do to ourselves, right? Okay, so yeah, Yoram says, Sylvia, Uber woman sounds good enough, right? I think that's an awesome hashtag. That's Sylvia's hashtag for her community. All-star. Okay, so if you're going to commit to connecting to your quesadilla of awesome, and the reason that we call it this is because everyone has something that makes them uniquely awesome, even if it's just that you make an amazing quesadilla. So if you're going to commit to that, making a list of 20 things that make you as a human being unique, give you that really awesome sense of bubbliness right here, that sense that's like, yes, this is what I want to be doing, right? It's your energy, what you know you can tap into naturally that's going to make you feel amazing. That's your quesadilla awesome. So start with that. Number two is you have to be clear about your superpowers in your business. So what was it earlier? Alex mentioned something about two other courses that were really similar to his and that they were free. How are you ever gonna get anyone to pay for your courses, right? Ding, ding, ding. You have to be super clear about what it is that makes your offer different. So people call this your unique propositioning or value proposition. Is that what they call it? UVP, unique value proposition. I think that's what they call it in the business world. But I call it your superpowers. So you have to know very specifically what is it that makes you different from other people in your industry. And like I said earlier, write this stuff down so that you can go back to it and be really clear about it. Now, this is great for like sales calls. Ooh, Tam asked an amazing question. Tam, are you here? Whoever knows Tam, tag her here. She was asking a question inside my private Facebook group, Elevate Your Awesome. She asked about feeling really confident in communicating your value. And this is something my amazing sales coach, Jennifer Deep Stratton, if you want more help with sales, comment below with the word sales and I'll connect you with her. She calls them quantum benefits. And she's so great at helping people to be able to get really clear about defining what it is that makes your offer unique and different and powerful. And you need to write them down, name them, so that you can communicate them to clients, potential clients, but also so that you can communicate them to yourself, right? Okay, so superpowers. So let me know. Yes, and you can ask for feedback around your superpowers. Muriel says, this is a quesadilla that doesn't make you fat. Actually, Muriel, you know what I'm going to do? This is a secret. I'm planning on a new live stream show once a week from probably starting on my personal page with recipes for Brussels sprouts and quesadillas, because those are two foods that I talk about all the time for different reasons. And we're going to do, I'm thinking of doing a quesadilla and a Brussels sprout cookbook, which will be super fun. We'll do some quesadillas that are just lettuce. Okay. Speaking of, let's drink water. Water. Lisa, so good to see you. Lisa, your name keeps coming up in my email inbox right now. because I have a client named Lisa and I keep searching for this thing in my email inbox for like the past 2 days that's from her that I have to keep going back to. And your name is the first name that keeps coming up. So I feel like you've been in my life lately. I like it. Tess. Okay, I want to announce also that Tess is going to be starting a new show this year. And it's going to be amazing, all about how to really celebrate a vintage style, like makeup tips, hair tips, style tips. Tess hasn't fully committed to this, but I am letting you know. If you want amazing vintage makeup, hair, style, clothing, whatever, all kinds of awesome tips, comment below with the word vintage, and I'll connect you with Tess. Tess might be mad at me for saying that, but true. Okay, so now this is a big one. Tess, I'm going to comment below with the word vintage because I want access to it. So watch. I don't know if anybody else here is in your ideal client base, but I want vintage tips from you. Okay. So the next thing, this is something, yeah, we got one. Hooray. See, it's validated, Tess. You are doing this show. Okay. Thank you, Annie. Okay. So the next one that I want to talk about, and this is a tricky one because sometimes we get stuck in this place where we're like celebrating all of the things that make us awesome. Like, I'm awesome, I'm awesome, I'm awesome, right? So like if you comment below with the word confident, you're gonna learn lots of tips as to how you can really celebrate the things that are amazing about you and be more confident, right? I'm gonna send you that via Messenger if you comment below with the word confident. And this one is kind of tricky. I wish I knew all the words to this song because it's a song. The sun looks down on the wind at night. Da, 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 da. Can you think of what the tip is? Da, 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 da. I don't know the words. We got it? Do we know what it's going to be? Anyone? What can you let go? Right? What can you let go? So there are a few things that I am horrible at. And I used to let them like make me bonkers. Okay. And I'm going to let you know what some of them are right now. And I've talked about this a little bit before, but what are the things that you can let go of and not worry about if they're not your superpowers? So I did this kind of as a joke because I can't spell like to save my life. So I wrote this word and I thought, oh, maybe I spelled it right because it didn't highlight it as being spelled wrong. But I think it's because it's all caps. But this is just to prove how bad I am at spelling. What can you let go unapologetically? I put unapologetic. It's not even close to the right way to spell this word. But what can you... Thank you. Look, let it go and be able to laugh at yourself about and not get yourself into a place where you're going to go like all of this craziness, right? So comment below. I think this is going to work. You should write confident and vintage in the same word. I think it's going to work. So Tess, I am giving you the assignment of connecting with every single person who commented below with the word vintage because everyone she's brilliant at it. Are you still here, Tess, or did you leave? Okay, so what are the things that you can let go? And this is not about self-sabotage. This is not about what's the word? When you're trying to get like, oh my gosh, why can't I think of the word? When you're putting something out there that you're bad, like looking for compliments. This is about actually just admitting that there's something that you're not awesome at and like being okay with it. And really, I love the word grok. I learned that word from the amazing Mari Smith. To grok something is to like feel it, to really be like, you know what? It's okay. And I can't spell. And sometimes you need help to let go of those things. I worked with an amazing hypnotherapist named Dawn Marie Presley. She's a member of my networking group and she's so brilliant. And my husband and I both worked with her for 3 full months. And this was actually when I was still doing direct sales. And I would find myself, even though I wasn't really committed to growing that business anymore, I had gotten to a certain level. But anytime that, and I know that we have lots of people in direct sales here, so I'm sure that you will. Oh my gosh, Tess, I have to stop and share this. I love you so much. She said, I pulled my hood over my head. My heart is racing. I guess I should build my confidence. That makes me want to cry. I love it. See, people need you, dude. Okay. Grok, the Mall Stars. Yes, I love it. Miranda wanted to name our community the Nuggeteers because I like the word nugget. So Sylvia, if you're still here and you'd like to be called a Nuggeteer, we can go with that one instead. Okay, so I was in direct sales. I was with the company Unique. Those of you who know that makeup company, which I know we have some Unique Y sisters here. I was an orange level presenter and I loved it. Honestly, I have amazing, Kelly and I, my amazing team member now, we met on the Unique cruise. I don't know if you know that. So all of these amazing people are in my life because I did this direct sales company and I learned so much about building a business. And I had my coaching business before that. And I got to a point where I was no longer building that direct sales business because my coaching business was taking off and I really needed to, what is the word? Let it go. Oh my gosh, we're only on tip 3. We have, I can't do math either, 5 more tips. So I'm going to tell this story really quickly because I think this is something that many of you have experienced, whether you're in direct sales or not. So I had decided I wasn't going to focus on growing my direct sales business. I was kind of just going to let it to do its thing. I had customers who could come to me, but I wasn't focusing on promoting it. And then it happened. I had the top sales in our team of like a lot of people, thousands of people. And someone had like skyrocketed past my sales. And I literally was like, like I felt the crazy, almost rage build up inside. Yes, Y sisters. Oh my gosh, hold on. Michael's dog's name is Nugget. Dude, Michael, that makes me so excited. I want a hashtag Nugget. I want a picture of Nugget. That is so good. Okay, focus, Mahoney. So as this other person, her sales went like way past my lifetime sales. And I used to be like in the top 10 and my lifetime sales were always like super crazy high. So I felt this, if you've ever felt it, give me a been there in the comments down below. So I felt this like crazy rage come up. And then I had to be like, Mahoney, you don't even want to be building this business. What on earth is wrong with you? Let her have that. Let her have that. Like, why does it matter? Right? Okay. So letting go of the things that aren't actually important to you. Another, a client of mine was bummed because last month she wasn't going to be hitting this certain thing that she had wanted to hit, but she was like, actually, I don't even really want to hit it. It's pulling me away from the things that are important to me. So if you can get really clear about what's actually important to you and let go of those don't chase someone else's dream, right? It was totally a Hulk smash moment. Yeah, it was like, it was crazy, totally crazy. Miranda says, OMG, been there daily. And dude, I'm going to call out, by the way, this is LuLaRoe, which is a little different than most LuLaRoe. It's like, it's an Irma, but it's kind of almost bathing suit fabric, which I really like it. I noticed this in LuLaRoe a lot because there's people who are doing like $100,000 a month in sales, which is amazing, but you don't know. Okay, this is the next tip actually. Release the assumptions. Because you don't actually know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know how much money they're spending in Facebook ads. You don't know how much time they're taking away from their family. You don't know if maybe they're putting on this face that it's like super easy to hit these goals, but maybe they're completely stressed out. So we have to release the assumptions. And I know it's so hard. It's so hard, but you've got to have blinders up in that regard. And yes, it is great to do market research and learn from other people and like what they're doing. But there is a live streamer here at BeLive TV who has crazy numbers. And I'm like, what the heck? And I spoke to someone about it today and I learned something really cool about what he's doing. It's a secret strategy that I'm not telling you, but I'm going to be sharing it with the Camera Confidence members. And, I was like, duh, you never know what's actually happening behind the scenes. So no, yes. And it's like, this is social media land. Everything is crafted, right? Everything is crafted, which is why I try to share with you as much as I can. I try to share with you as much as I can the real stuff that's going on behind the scenes. I'm going to share 2 quick stories about this. One is I want to give a shout out to Social Media Marketing World because they put out a post this on January 1st, 17 social media marketing predictions for 2018 from the pros. And this is so good. And I took a screenshot of it that I was going to share with you and I forgot to load it. Oh, I can screen share. Hello, BeLive TV is awesome. Okay, this is really important. So you may want to share this video again right now. Because if you are doing anything that's social media related, I want you to listen to this. I can't get this to hide. Okay, ready? I'm going to share my screen. So this, we're just going to share my entire screen. Are we going to do that? No, we're going to do this. Okay, so I am going to show this to you because this is something that I've been thinking so much about lately. And it is something that we all need to commit to. What's happening? Okay. Here we go. I'm going behind the scenes. I'm making this solo. You can see my face right there. BeLive TV is so awesome. And here, I'm not going to go solo. I'm going to do this. So, and I'm going to show you this amazingness. Ooh, actually, BeLive, I'm going to make the frame go away. Ta-da! Okay, so no thank you. Okay, look at this tip. It was from Nick. Well, let's just find. Hello, Nick Cicero. Video views become a vanity metric. Ooh, listen to this, mamacita. Okay, with each platform counting video views differently. Snapchat is 1 second, Twitter is 2 seconds, Facebook, Instagram is 3 seconds, and YouTube is at 30 seconds. It's not about the number of views anymore. We only get the same 86,400 seconds in a day. In 2018, we'll see more marketers focus on authenticated data, measuring time spent, the attention held across all screens and all platforms as they create more and more content. Video views become a vanity metric. So if you have ever been to my live video masterclass, which actually I have one coming up, and if you comment below with the word, ooh, this is making everything run slowly. I set this on the highest broadcast speed right now. I hope it's working. Yeah, mic drop, right? Okay, so if you have ever come to my live video masterclass, if you comment below with the word confidence, comment below with the word confidence. No, confident. Creepers. Confident. We'll send you a message and then reply to that message with the word confident. You're going to get my confidence tips, the 5 ways to boost your confidence today, and also access to a live video masterclass that I have coming up. And on this live video masterclass, I talk all the time about the fact that it doesn't matter how many viewers you have on your videos live. Now, I say this out loud, and I want to let you know very authentically and real. I have checked the numbers on this video no less than 15 times at least since we've been on this video. It's something that still is like my brain just like checks in to see how we're doing. Do we need to share again? But really, if you are repurposing your content, if you are offering value that's speaking to a very specific audience member, and you get that value in front of them, whether it's before, after, during, whatever, it doesn't matter how many viewers you have. And you can watch someone, and it was the word confident, which I messed up. So you can watch someone else's video and you can see that they had 30,000 views. You don't know if they spent Facebook ads on that. You don't know. You can see they have like millions of views. You don't know what's actually happening. You don't know how many actual conversions they had off of that. Focus on your own stuff, your own numbers. You could have one video viewer and have that turn into a $30,000 sale. Who knows? Right? So I'm going to write this on the screen because I really want to highlight this like hardcore. And it's something that we all have to commit to and keep coming back to. And this is why I have this term called the APR method, which is announce, pretend, repurpose. Do we have anyone here who's in the Camera Confidence course, who's part of the Cam Fam? Give me a hashtag Cam Fam if you're in my Camera Confidence course, because we actually have this whole system there's 4 lists of like things to do in the announce, pretend, repurpose. I think it's 4. It may even be 5. But it's like you've got to really know those numbers don't matter. It's what you do with those numbers. And I firmly believe that we have to get over ourselves, because if you have one person there, that's one human being. Even if you see a big old goose egg 0, that's still the opportunity for that video to get into the eyes of one human being who could be the next exact person that you need to speak to. Judy, so good to see you. Yeah, Annie too. Yes, Camp Fam. Jennifer, yeah, I love it. Lynn, yeah, Camp Fam. Woo! So good. Okay, so just please like keep that in mind, that it's one person viewing your video is one human being. Now, do we want to get more people to your videos eventually? Yes. But what can you do with those people who are actually there? Okay, that's my soapbox about that. So after you have released assumptions, right? Here's a big one. How can you release judgment? So let's be honest with each other. When have you maybe been a little judgy of someone else's either video quality, of the way that they're the numbers that they have on their video, like going to someone and being so, oh, she only has 20 views. Are you doing that? Like, admit it at some point. Do you maybe not with that face? Muriel says, you could be changing one life. How awesome is that? Yes. And Muriel, I love that you spoke about Franglish sometimes. I don't know if we've spoken about this, but my kids are at a French school and it's so fun. Charlie this morning was like, au revoir, papa. Like, who are you? It's so cool. So how can we release judgment? Because when we put that energy out there, we are allowing that energy to come back to ourselves. I have a good friend and I was a guest on her show and I fully called her out because she was like, doing this interview about Facebook Live. And at the very beginning, she said, okay, can we start with talking about some things that mistakes that people make? And then she took her phone. Where's my phone? I brought it over here. I really thought I had my phone here. Hello. She took her phone. Let's pretend this is my phone, right? We can do it like this. We can pretend I have a Malstar's phone. What? And she took it and she was like, hello, I'm on Facebook Live. No. Listen to me. And I was like, wait a minute, yo. And she is amazing and a good friend of mine and has actually helped me immensely with my business. I'm not going to call out who she is, but if you're watching, I think she's actually doing a video right now, maybe. But I was like, hold up, yo. Because if you're putting that out there that you had that judgy energy about somebody else, here's what's going to happen. It's going to stop you from being brave enough to put your own stuff out there because you're too busy worrying about judging somebody else, when really that is just you being afraid of being authentic and being judged by other people. Can we get oh, you know what? I'm starting this today. Can we do this? Hold on. Let's do like this. Can you give me a hashtag Molly's Nugget down below if you agree with that? Because come on. We have to get past the point of like, we all started somewhere, right? So we have to get past the point of judging others for wherever they're at. And I know in my life, there was one specific time where I did this with a young performer. And she just we were in a show together and she kept doing so many things that I was like, seriously, I don't know what happened during that show, because usually I'm like very supportive and loving to younger budding people in general. But for some reason, everything that this woman did, like, literally drove me bonkers. She would wear black nail polish on stage. Like, it was things that you just knew you were not supposed to do. And rather than be like kind and open hearted with her, I just was like, seriously, what the heck is wrong with this chick? And for me, it was a really big moment of, I ran into her on the subway several years later, and I actually apologized to her, and I was like, I don't know what was up with me. I think I had just been stuck in Wisconsin in the middle of this dinner theater for too long. But I know that I wasn't my best person to her because I was so caught up in, why can't she get with it? But really, we need to be remembering that as you grow in your business, as new people start to do something in your space, like, celebrate them. And I also, yes, preach, Molly's Nugget. Yes. So I also want to give a shout out to Mari Smith around this, because if you don't know who Mari Smith is, you should know who she is. I'm in her inner circle paid community, and I'm missing a training of hers right now. But I'm so grateful to her because she is like top of the world Facebook expert, and she has been so, I like want to cry about it because she has been so crazy supportive of me and my business, even though we're technically in the same space. Like, she does a lot of stuff. Now she's teaching stuff with Facebook Live as well. She's really focused on like Facebook as a whole. And she's been so generous in her supporting of me, where she easily could have been like, who's this new girl who's trying to teach people about Facebook, right? Because she's been doing this for like 10 years or something crazy. So the more that we can be mentors to people who come into our space rather than, and like go for this, oh, that's the next thing on here. How perfect. So like celebrate collaboration and realize that we are all so unique and so different, and not everyone's going to want to be called a mall-star, right? Not everyone's going to think it's funny to say hashtag nugget. They're going to think that I'm crazy, right? Not everyone's going to love the speed of how fast you talk or how slow you talk or whatever energy it is that you bring to the camera, the faces that you make on camera. But the people who do love you are going to really love you. Right? So the more that you can be clear about those things that make you different and celebrate others that are different from you, the better. Okay. That's that little tip. Okay. Yes. And there's so many good human beings in the live streaming community. Amen. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that you said that. Anna, I want to know yes. And Tracy, this is something totally that I'm getting to also, the abundance mentality. So good to see you here. Member of our CAM fam as well. Okay. So are any of you going to social media marketing world? Because that is where I really connected with Mari Smith in the first place. We had met actually via live streaming. I jumped on one of her video streams. But then I got to meet her in person at social media marketing world. And we are planning a meetup at social media marketing world. And we really want to make sure that the BeLivers community, this awesome community within this platform, we have a free Facebook group called the BeLivers. And, I want to make sure if you're going to social media marketing world, right below SMMW, Stacy. Yeah, good. Awesome. Okay, Stacy, I'll make sure, go comment in our BeLivers Facebook group. It's called the BeLivers. I just posted in there today to see who all's going because I want to make sure that we can connect in person there, which is really cool. All right. So we are on to number 7, which is practice gratitude consistently. And this is like anytime that you find yourself getting into this place where you're like comparing yourself to others or, feeling like your numbers aren't at the level that you want them to be at, or they're not as high as somebody else's, snap and think, what can I be grateful for? And I'm glad that so many of you are going. And I know, Bridget, it is a little pricey, but it's totally worth it. I'm telling you, it is so amazing. I wonder if they have a payment plan. It's so good. This will be my 3rd year there. Okay. So one way that I have practiced gratitude is and we like make it, if you have kids, comment below if you have kids, kiddos, right? Kiddos down below. With my kids, I'm like, we celebrate our gratitudes at the end of each day. So I ask them what they're grateful for. At this point, they're 3 and 6. So Charlie is like, every day he says, and he has the craziest speech impediment, which we're probably going to have to put him in speech therapy, but right now it's really cute. He says, I'm grateful for kindness. So he's grateful for kindness. He always says kindness. Which is awesome and shows that I have told him a million times that kindness is the most important thing in our family. I don't know if he actually understands it, but at least he's repeating it to himself every day. So to celebrate this with your kids is a way to hold yourself accountable as well, right? To celebrate really what are you grateful for? Another thing is to switch into giving. So there was a day that I was just feeling super down and like grumpy and something hadn't gone as well as I wanted it to. This was like 3 months ago. So we went to Starbucks and I did we were in the drive-thru and I bought the person's coffee behind me. And the guy at the counter was like, oh my gosh, no one's ever started it with me. Like, I'm so excited. So the barista got super excited about it. The car behind me was like honking and waving. Everybody, you cannot help but feel better when something like that happens, right? Okay, Bridget says she did the virtual social media marketing world last year. Yeah, which is super cool. And actually, for anyone who's doing the virtual one, maybe we'll do a virtual. That would be so fun if we did a live stream into the BeLivers group or into the Elevate Your Awesome group while we're there. That'd be so good. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so good, Muriel. I should do that with my boys. So what we're grateful about the things that we like in each other. Right? So celebrating that. And hey, here's an even bigger one. If you're noticing yourself comparing yourself to someone else, what can you do to recognize what you're grateful for in that other person? Right? There's this meditation practice called Tonglen. And this is actually where the quesadilla of awesome came from. I never talk about this, but there's a woman named Pema Chodron. I don't know if you've heard of her, but I love her. I think she has some umlauts in there, but Pema Chodron is her name. And she teaches this meditation practice called Tonglen. And it's where you start with, oh my gosh, dude, I am like tying it all together today. This last tip that I have, which is pop the bubble with a feather, is actually a meditation tip as well. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so let's talk about Tonglen for a second, because this is actually super powerful. So you focus on something that you love in the most pure form. And Pema Chodron says that everyone loves something in the most pure form, like with no negativity, no connotation, no, but I love them, but none of that. And she says everyone loves something that way, even if it's just tortillas. So if you have to start with loving tortillas and moving from there, awesome. So what is something that you love unequivocally? Like, chocolate. Yes, Mark. Oh, I'm so glad to see you here, Mark. Yay, you came back. Hooray. Okay, so what's something that you love, like purely, with no weird strings attached? Sometimes it's not always the people that we think that we love that way. There might be a little bit of a, yeah, but they didn't blah, blah, blah yesterday or whatever, right? So if it's chocolate, that's awesome. Comment below with what it is. If it's stars, awesome. If it's quesadillas, Brussels sprouts, right? Ooh, dark chocolate. Yeah. What is that thing that you're like, this is the thing that I love no matter what? Okay. Theater. Yes. This. Awesome, Anna. Okay. So you start with that and then your horse. Yes. Your cat. So good. Okay. So you're going to start with that and you're going to breathe in the love of that thing and breathe out positivity. Okay, so you're gonna like breathe in the love of your horse and breathe out positivity towards your horse. From there, you're gonna move to what's something that you love, but sometimes you get annoyed by. You don't have to write that one down. But we'll move into like someone that you love, but sometimes you're like, ugh. You're gonna breathe in that energy of that person, which maybe has a little bit of like, to it. And you're gonna breathe out positivity. So often we think about breathing in, like breathing out negativity and breathing in positivity, but this is a whole switch on it. You actually use your body as like an air conditioner. Okay, so if you take this, beets, oh my gosh, so good. Beets are awesome. So you take this and you slowly work yourself up to maybe that person that you're comparing yourself to. And maybe you have like that, that rage that I told you about, which it wasn't actually rage against that person. It was like rage against like, why am I not the top? Which is so bad. And I see that trait within Frankie, my 6-year-old, a lot. So we got to work on it, right? So you take it to that next step and you breathe in the energy that you're feeling in that comparison and you breathe out goodness and gratitude towards that person. It's not always easy, but it's super powerful. Yeah. And if you want more information about that, here's what it's called. Tonglen. Okay. Now, another idea is when you have that thing that's like getting you, right? That comparison trap that you're stuck in and you're like, how do I get out of this? I can't stop. Like you're trying to focus on your own stuff and you're like, but that person did this, but that person did this, but why don't I have this? You're looking at your numbers and you're like, why are my numbers not higher? Right? You take that, you see the negativity, you see the comparison come through in this little bubble and you take a feather and you go bloop and you pop the feather like a bubble and you let it go away, rather than being like, confidence, go away, or not confidence, whatever it is, comparison, go away. It's just like, watch, like this, like, oh, maybe we can get a few. Okay, little bubbles. You just pop them all. Right? Casey, hey, good to see you. Yes, and if you've had garlic, then that is the best way to do it, because then it's like really potent gratitude, right? All right, so yes, and you don't have to be perfect to be confident. And I think the more that you can practice these things, the more confident that you can actually be. So the more that you can celebrate the things that are like not perfect about you, the more that you'll be able to connect with others. And they won't put you on this pedestal where they think they can't connect because you're like so far removed, right? Okay, remember, also speaking of that, comment below, for people who are just joining us now, comment below with the word confident, and I will send you my 5 ways to boost your confidence today. These are seriously awesome tips. They've even been written up in our local newspaper, which is crazy. I had a whole write-up in a local paper with these 5 confidence tips a while ago. Yes. Yeah. So it's a bit like mindfulness balloons. Fill up your balloons with bad things and let them float away. Yeah. They just like, right? Let them just disappear. All right. So I actually have a meeting in 7 minutes because I'm like back to back today. So we're going to do a super quick speedy recap just for you. So here we go. Really focus on collaboration versus competition. And if you are here as a member of our awesome tribe that meets here every Wednesday, you're also a member of one of my paid programs, Camera Confidence, Messenger Automation Academy, the bot, well, that was bots, right? What was my other one? Oh, Glam, Go Live and Monetize, or you're a member of our awesome free community, Elevate Your Awesome. I want you to comment below with the word Mall Stars. Mall Stars. Okay, so here are our tips. Ready? Number 1, the quesadilla of awesome. You have to connect to the things that make you uniquely awesome. Number 2, know the superpowers in your business. What makes you unique, and identify them. Like literally write them down and like be boom, boom, boom. What is actually happening? Connect to the things that make you valuable. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time right now, which is not working, just so you all know. So what can I let go? I can let go of the fact that I'm a squirrel and I get confused sometimes. So Patty, I think we're probably just having a little tech glitch, which it'll probably catch up in a second. BeLive bot is busy. Okay, what can you let go? What can you let go of, right? And celebrate that you're letting it go, and literally let it go, unapologetically. Like the fact that I can't spell, I let it go, and I'm like, it's okay. Okay, release assumptions. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes for somebody else. So rather than assuming that they're doing certain things to get to a certain level, you don't know. Focus on your own goals, your own strategies, making the things within your business work best for you. Release judgment. If someone else isn't doing very well, don't be a judgy weirdo, because you're putting that judgment back on yourself and it's stopping you from moving through your fear. Celebrate collaboration. When you meet people who are in the same space, rather than being like, go, and putting up your walls and blocking the energy and going into a negative space, celebrate collaboration and realize there's an abundance of awesome out there. Big shout out to Mari Smith again, because she's so amazing at doing this. Practice gratitude consistently. So when you find yourself getting into that Hulk moment when the comparison stuff is like, how is this working for everybody else? Practice gratitude. Go into gratitude. Popping the bubble with a feather. So notice these like comparison crazinesses popping up and be like, bloop, and let it dissipate into the world. And then at that point, you're going to be able to be more effective and actually achieve your own goals, because you're focusing on what works for you. Focus on your people that you're serving, really being authentic, really knowing who you are, unlocking your inner awesome and elevating it so that you can connect with the people who need you most, right? And yes, ADHD life. Totally. Me too, Anna. And the more that you can do this, the more that we as Mall Stars, as members of the BeLive community here, the BeLivers, we can literally make a difference, make a huge difference in this crazy at sometimes world. Because the more that we can commit to, if it's spreading joy for you, if it's spreading kindness for you, if it's literally just helping people to be okay with who they are, things will start to shift. Things will continue to shift. Mall squirrels unite. Yay, Charmaine, so good to see you here. All right, it has been my absolute joy to be here with you. We are here every single Wednesday at noon Pacific time. Spread the word, share this video, tag somebody that you know would benefit from this today. Share it with your teams if you have a team, share it with your clients if you have clients, share it with your kids if you have kids. Let's get out there and make a difference. Okay, mwah! I love being here with you. Thank you so much.